Think you need an MRI, a PhD, and a small miracle to win a VA claim? Nope. In some cases, chronic pain alone can get you benefits. And no, you don't have to lose a limb or fight a bear to qualify. Today I'm breaking down the top 5 VA claims that you can win with nothing more than chronic pain. And I'll show you exactly how to make the VA take it seriously. Here's the deal. Back in 2018, a case called Saunders v. Wilkie changed the game. The court ruled that functional loss due to pain can be a disability even without a formal diagnosis. That means if your pain limits how you move, how you work, or how you live, then the VA should rate it. Basically, the VA now admits that pain isn't just in your head. Well, unless your head hurts too, then that counts as well. But do me a favor. Help me help you. I realize you can just skip to the end, find out what the 5 things are, and move on with your day. But the real meat of helping me help you is what is being said, not what is written. So give me 15 minutes or less, and I'll give you enough information to put you closer to or in that 100 club. I'm Mr. X. I'm the guy behind the guy, giving you all the information you want to know and need to know about the VA claims process. This is the VA top 5. Number 5, chronic knee pain. You don't need a fancy MRI showing bone-on-bone damage. Okay, if your knee sounds like a bag of Rice Krispies when you stand up, first off, it's called crepitus. And second, it's also called evidence. There's a tip for you. At your next C&P exam, show them exactly where it hurts and how it limits you. If bending, squatting, or standing for more than a minute feels like torture, then say so. Use your words to describe how it limits you. Does it limit you at work? Does it limit you in your recreation, in your hobbies? You know, if yesterday was a particularly painful day, and the next day is even worse, then tell them that. Give them all the details about how the pain in your knee limits you. Okay. Also, now, if your range of motion in your knee, if that goes down due to pain, that's also rateable. Mention that even more, because that's where the higher evaluations are going to come from, is the loss of range of motion. Number 4, chronic back pain. This one is huge. It's one of the most common chronic pain claims approved under Saunders. You don't need an MRI showing a herniated disc, although it helps. Or it doesn't hurt, I should say. Or maybe it does. If you can't lift your grand tin without support team, or survive a road trip without regretting every pothole, then document it. Here's a tip for you. Keep a pain diary and make sure the examiner knows about the flare-ups. The flare-ups, most importantly, not just your best day. Oftentimes, I think they want to limit you to how you are on your best day. Don't let them do it. Use your words. Describe the pain. Document it. More probably you want to document it and then share that with them. So there is a long history of the pain, how it hurts, how it affects you, and how often it is. Number 3, shoulder pain. You can win even without rotator cuff tear or visible damage. The key is showing the limited function due to pain. If you throw a baseball like you're auditioning for a slow-motion movie, that's evidence. Here's a pro tip for you. During your next exam, don't power through the movement. Stop when it hurts. They need to see the real limitation. Number 2, wrist pain. No arthritis, no fracture, no problem. Doesn't matter if the chronic pain limits your repetitive movement or grip strength, then mention it. If opening a pickle jar feels like arm wrestling the rock, then mention that. Here's a pro tip. Keep notes on how your pain affects your typing, your writing, your lifting. If you're trying to open one of those twist-off lids on an insulated mug and you can't do it without pain, then mention that. It all counts as functional loss. And these are the details that can prove your claim. Number 1, ankle pain. If you can't stand or walk for more than a short time without pain, then you may have a claim. If your ankle gives out faster than a private on a 10-mile hump, then you've got a case. There's a pro tip for you. Be specific. Mention uneven terrain, stairs, or standing at attention. If you're walking through your grass, grass gets lumpy, and that causes the ankle pain, mention that. Mention that in the context of how often you're in your yard on that uneven grass. If you're doing mowing the yard or gardening, or if your wife gave you a honey-do list, okay? Mention all of the above. If you change directions quickly, does that cause pain? Going back and forth, all of these things prove the functional loss. And these details show the real-world impact of your ankle pain. So there you have it, the top 5 VA claims you can win with chronic pain alone. If you stuck with me this long, I have another tip for you. Here's tip number 6. These same painful motion principles can work with just about any joint. This is going to be the first video in a 2-part series. Come back tomorrow for part 2. Just remember though, it's all about functional loss. If pain stops you from doing everyday activities, even without a diagnosis, Saunders v. Wilkie says the VA has to consider it. All right, wrapping it up here. If you found this video helpful, and you already know what claim you're going to file next using the principles that we talked about here today, then you owe me a thumbs up. Don't be stingy, just give me the thumbs up, please. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that the VA doesn't win by default. Also, tomorrow I'm dropping my next video in this 2-part series, 100% permanent and total guaranteed if you meet these requirements. Please subscribe for more no-fluff VA claim tips broken out with a little humor and some honesty. I'm Mr. X. This is the VA Top 5.